This Epipremnum pinnatum variegata albo currently has two beautiful big leaves. It's also presenting me with three separate dilemmas that I will have to deal with today. I got this plant 1.5 years ago, and on the picture on the right you can see what the plant looked like when I got it. So let me show you the three dilemmas. So the first dilemma is this. This plant magically puts out variegated baby plants that pop up from the soil. So should I separate them so they can grow on their own, or should I just let them be with their mother? So basically this is the separation dilemma. Here we got the second dilemma. As a punishment for not giving it a moss pole, this plant started producing this menacing thick runner. So the dilemma here is, should I cut it for propagation or should I attach it to a moss pole? So that's already one dilemma on the left and one on the right. So one more dilemma to go. And by the way, in my opinion, this plant actually looks quite pretty just the way it is right now. Now I think that all this out of control growth is related to the fact that I'm keeping this guy quite close to a growing light. Okay, so dilemma 3 is not on the left or right, but at the bottom of the plant. Lots of roots are escaping the pot, which means I will have to decide whether or not to repot this plant. So basically we got a separation dilemma, a propagation dilemma and also a repotting dilemma. So upon closer look of the runner, you can see that it has these typical small dark Epipremnum nodes. And Epipremnums are famously easy to propagate, so I decided to cut the runner off. This may look drastic, but the plant will be just fine. Here you can see that the variegation of the leaves of this plant actually comes from the stem that's also variegated. Now it would be a waste to propagate this runner in one piece, so I cut it up in 5 wet sticks with at least 1 node each. And since I like to experiment, I will use 5 different substrates. The first wet stick I put in plain soil, a second one in wet perlite, a third one in wet pon. The one at the bottom right will grow in vermiculite and the last one in tap water. The 2 plant babies, for the time being, will be staying with their mother, and I will give them a stick or moss pole so they can climb. And finally I decided to not repot the plant, since I already cut the runner and I don't want to stress this plant anymore by also repotting it. So there you go, 3 questions from this plant asked and answered. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and or subscribe to my channel. I'll post an update on the propagation pretty soon. Thanks for watching, bye bye.